So I started this new job at a manufacturing plant about 3 months before the incident. It wasn't bad work, assembly line stuff, pretty simple, but my supervisor, Mr. Hendricks, was the kind of guy who got off on rules. Not the actual safety stuff, but the dumb ones. The follow-the-clock policies. He'd stand by the time clock like it was a security checkpoint, watching people badge in and out. Anyway, everything was normal until corporate decided we needed a new mandatory participation policy for our morning huddles. Every employee had to be in the break room at 7:45 a.m. sharp for a 15-minute meeting before our shift started at 8. On time meant on time. If you badge in at 7:46, you were late to the huddle. Mr. Hendricks made sure everyone knew this was a foundational expectation for the team. He said it with that exact phrase every single morning. Now here's where it gets good. We worked in a parts department, and I was fast. Really fast. While other guys took 45 minutes on a job, I could knock it out in 25 with no mistakes. This meant I often finished my assigned work by 11:30, sometimes earlier. We had a policy: no leaving early. You had to stay at your station until 12, when lunch started. If you finished early, we can always find you something else to do, Mr. Hendricks would say. So there I was, done with my work, standing at my station at 11:35 a.m., watching the clock crawl. Management upstairs decided to add another rule. Employees must submit end-of-shift reports for all completed work orders before leaving their station. Even finished ones. The form was 7 pages long and required signatures from 2 supervisors. Mr. Hendricks was notoriously hard to catch for signatures. He seemed to always be in meetings. Here's what I did. At 7:44 a.m. every morning I'd badge in. Exactly at 7:44. Not a second before. I walked calmly to the break room and sat in the back row for the huddle. Mr. Hendricks would give me this look like he wanted me to be more enthusiastic. I followed every rule. I also started finishing my work and then spending the remaining time doing the most thorough, meticulous 7-page end-of-shift reports anyone had ever seen. Every bolt listed. Every measurement documented. I'd submit them right at 12 p.m. exactly, badge out for lunch at 12:01 and return at 12:30 to start the next one. Sometimes I'd catch errors in my own work. Tiny ones that didn't matter, but I documented them anyway. We can always find you something else to do, right? 3 weeks of this. 3 weeks of perfect compliance. The morning huddles were fine. I was there, but I wasn't engaging enough for Mr. Hendricks' taste. He mentioned it twice. But the reports? Oh, the reports were devastating. Every morning Mr. Hendricks had to sign 7-page documents detailing every single part I'd completed. At 12 p.m. exactly, every single day. He started dreading seeing my name on the inbox. The forms took him 15 minutes to review properly. During that time, he couldn't do his other management tasks. The other supervisors started noticing. Hendricks, why are you stuck at paperwork every single noon? Production started backing up. Other workers caught on and started doing the same, thorough reports. Perfect timing, badge out at exactly lunch. We were all following the rules. We were all technically being model employees. Then came the Thursday meeting. Mr. Hendricks called me into his office along with 3 other repeat offenders. He slammed a pile of our reports on his desk and said, "These reports are holding up production. We need to streamline the process." He announced a new policy effective immediately. End-of-shift reports would be simplified to 1 page with just the job number and completion status. The mandatory attendance huddle would now start at 7:50 a.m. instead of 7:45. We all sat there with straight faces. We thanked him for the clarification. He looked frustrated but couldn't figure out why. The policies were changed within a week. Morning huddles got shorter. The report system got simpler. Mr. Hendricks stopped watching the badge clock so intensely. I still badge in at exactly 7:44 every morning. I've never been late to a huddle in my life.